Okay, today we'll start on our assembly of our WalkerBot on Onshape. So we need a servo to add to ours. So when you click this, you can download this file. Okay, it should go in your downloads folder. Then you're opening up your file with all your pieces here. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to import this servo into this. So you're going to look in your downloads folder and import it into here. You're going to select import into this document. We're not going to combine it. Right? And then it will upload it here. Okay, once it's uploaded, you'll see the file is right here. We need to create a mate here. So this is two pieces, okay? So I'm gonna take this piece, it's an assembly with two parts. So I'm gonna drag that to the side and I'm gonna make a revolute mate with this top circle and with this center here. Okay, now I'm gonna offset this by 0.2. Let's see if that looks good. Okay, so I think I want to go negative 0.1. Okay, so it went the opposite direction than what I expected, so that's why I'm going negative. Okay, so now this looks good, like a servo. If I go here and go to animate it, servos only go from 0 degrees to 180 degrees. If I make the steps less, I can now make it go a little faster. Okay, you see how it's moving the bottom, this bottom part? If I wanted to move the top part, I'm going to fix that bottom part. So your bottom square is fixed to the body of yours. So when the servo moves, right, when this connection moves here from 0 to 180, and I'm going to make it go pretty fast, it looks something like this. Okay, so this piece is going to be added into my WalkerBot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new assembly. So I'm going to click this plus and go create assembly. Okay. I'm going to click insert and I'm going to click on assemblies. I want to insert the assembly of the servo into here. Okay, I'm going to put 2 of them in here. Okay, I also want to put my parts from my part studio in here. See, I can zoom out with 2 fingers on my trackpad. I want to have, I think that's good for right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this piece to here. So I'm going to connect the body together first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a fasten mate. And I'm going to zoom into the square here. And I want to select the middle of that with the blue line facing the opening. And then I'm going to go to this here. I'm going to use an arrow to rotate around to get to this side of it. And I select the center of that one with it going towards the middle. Now, those 2 faces are connected together, but what I need to do is I need to rotate the piece. Okay, so this looks good. I'm going to X this out here. I'm going to zoom in. Let's see. Okay, I want to kind of duplicate this piece and put it into here. Okay, so here's a new tool. We're going to click this replicate. We're going to click this part. Okay, and then we're going to instead of match faces to part, we're going to match individual faces. So what it does is it's going to look for, it's going to say, okay, which face is connecting it to another part. So it has that square. So now when I select the individual face to match, it's going to connect this blue square to this one, and it's going to replicate it in that spot there. So I don't need to worry about which direction the axis is facing, right? It like made a copy of that. Okay, I'm going to press check. So it automatically added another fasten. Okay, I'm going to click fasten, and I'm going to fasten the center of this square here with center of this square here. Let's see, there you go. Okay, let's solve it for right now and look at how I need to turn this piece. Okay. Here's a, so I'm going to X out of this fasten, right? Because it immediately starts the next one. And I'm going to double click to go into here. And now I can change my rotation of this. There we go. Okay, so the first time I didn't get it to the right rotation, so I just double clicked it and I was like, I want it to go the opposite way. So I clicked it to go and up 2 times to go 180 degrees from what I had it. Okay. So here's the body for mine, right? Let's find where my servos are. Okay, here's my servos. Let's see. I'm going to click on this and kind of drag it to the side so it's not in the way of the other one. Okay, I'm going to do a fasten meets. Okay, so you're fastening this hip piece to this center right here. Right now we can flip it over, and now it's on the top, and I make the check mark. Now I believe I can go and do a replicate again, where I'm going to replicate this piece, and I'm going to match individual faces, and I'm going to click this face right here. Okay, and I put one right there without me having to find the blue axis. Okay, let's get some feet connected to this. So I'm going to do a fasten mate right in the center of this square here to the center of this square right here. Now I can, I'm going to flip it and I'm going to rotate it. So instead of starting a new fasten, I'm going to replicate this part, right? So I'm going to replicate it by clicking it, and I'm going to go match individual faces, right? And that's when we saw this blue square show up, so I know that I'm ready. I click on this red here. Now I can go around and select the surface areas where I want that leg to go. Now I'm using the arrows to kind of spin everything around. Now these ones are going to go in upside down, but I'm going to show you how to fix it after we press this green. Okay, so these ones here went in upside down, and those were the last two. They were the last two ones. Just looking at which one it is. you know what, I need to go down here. Here it is. It's in this part of this fasten 4 where it repeated that fasten. So this one, I'm going to double click this and I'm just going to rotate it until I have the right thing. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Okay, now it looks like I need to get my servos into the body. So there's a number of ways that you can look at connecting these. Okay, we can. What I like to do is, I know that this line, I want kind of this surface area to land on the surface area of that foam core of the body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my fasten meat, and I'm going to have kind of select the center line here. I want the blue axis to kind of go along that yellow line here. There we go, right in the center of that. And now I'm going to go to the bottom of it's on the top, it's on the bottom. So now I'm going to select this line right here with the blue axis going along there. Now, remember, I can use my rotate to flip it around. I want it like this. Okay, so I'm rotating and I am also flipping it with this. And when I press the green check, then the legs come over with it. Okay. Now, I might go, see how these legs are turned to be kind of parallel to the body. So I might want to go and look at the fasten, this fasten here, and I might rotate that just 90 degrees. Okay, and now it's perpendicular. Okay, let's look at this servo here. I'm going to fasten, I'm going to get this kind of orangey yellow line where the blue line's going along that line. And then I'm going to this line here in the middle. Right? And I gotta go to this last fasten, right? And I'm going, not that one, not the last fasten, this third fasten here, and I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees and press check. Okay, so here is my bat. This is kind of an extra piece here. Okay, I can look at it. Now it's upside down, right? So I can select everything like this, right? And I'm going to select this circle here, and I'm going to rotate everything around 180 degrees. Okay, so this is supposedly the front view. So I can take this and I can rotate this just so that it'll be kind of standing up there. 40 degrees looks great. Okay. Now I can go and I can fix one of the body parts. Let's see. Let's fix this body part. Okay, it's one of the green body parts I'm fixing. Okay, I'm going to make a gear relation. Okay, and what that does is I need to select two rotational mates. So I'm going to go into my Parallax servo and go into the mate features, and I'm going to click this revolve. And I'm going to go into the second one here with this mate features and select that revolve. The relation ratio is 1:1. Okay. Now I can animate this by clicking animate. And let me just see what that gives me. Okay, I'm going to start it at 90 degrees and end it at 120. And I'm going to make it go pretty fast. Let's see, make it go 50. So I can look at this from like the top view and I can see if this is, I kind of want this leg to come back a little bit further, right? So I can look at where it's going to 9. When that leg's coming back, it's going to 90. So I want to make this number less. I'm going to go to 70 and see if it walks a little bit. Yeah, now it has a little more range of motion. Okay, what you can do is you can take a Screencastify and record this animation and put it on your website. Okay, you can view it from different angles to show it walking. And that's how we do a assembly and we animate it.